thoughts and concerns for Dolphins player?
Yeah, first off, my intention was never go out there and hurt nobody. That's none of our intention. So prayer to him and his families. I hope he's good. And I just was seeing the ball and I was just breaking on the ball, and then it just happened to be one of those type of plays.
Are you concerned about any discipline just based off of the results of the play?
No, not really. I mean, like I said, my intention was never to just go out there and just try to completely take somebody out the game and hurt somebody. So, not really.
From a defensive perspective, can you just describe perhaps the difficulty it is to do the type of move or football move that you're trying to do when a player is sliding, changing angles, especially in light of what happened with your teammate Aziz, and just describe it from the perspective of the defensive player when you're trying to make those hits in real time.
I mean, it's very difficult for a defensive player because we trying to think about protecting them, but we also got to protect ourselves too. At the end of the day, they can hit us, they can hit us wrong, and so. Like you said, angles, you thinking too much, you trying to protect everybody on the field, but sometimes it doesn't happen like that. At the end of the day, it's still a violent game.
Calen, can you kind of take us through your big interception return? How similar was it to the play where you almost got the pick at almost the same part of the field?
It was the exact same play, the exact same defense call for me. First time, I didn't think I was going to get to it the first time, so I kind of batted it down. And the second time, I knew I had to get it that time.
Calen, as you said, it is a violent game. How did you go back into football mode after everyone praised for him and he's carted off?
I had to lock back in. I did my prayers for him also, but at the end of the day, I still had a game to go out there and play, and I deal with it after the game.
Calen, stable condition, they say. How for you guys to know that he's in the hospital and apparently going to be okay? How much does that hurt you guys?
Say he's going to be okay?
They say he's in stable condition.
That's a good start right there. I'm happy for him. Like I said, I was praying that he would be okay, and so I wasn't trying to go out there and hurt nobody.
Calen, D'Amico said that coming into this game that you all had to make sure that your eye discipline was on point. How much of that was that today when you all was able to make those, not only your interceptions, but Derek Stingley's too as well?
It was a big part of both our all-pro stings, shout out all-pro.
Yeah. But
it was a big part, like we was preaching out the whole week, eye discipline, because we know them boys moving.
Yeah.
The receivers is moving off there. So on the back end, we got to have great eye discipline.
When I asked Derek about you, he calls you Hall of Fame. Do you have a nickname for him? And just what do you think
All-pro
about
sting, I've been calling him that since camp.
Yeah.
And I think he gonna go get it.
And then what did you think of his day overall? Just the two big interceptions, the way he had today.
Sting, all-pro Sting, like he's the best at it. He's the best at what he do. I feel like.
Obviously, there's a lot of jubilation in this locker room, but are you concerned, from the perspective of people outside of Houston, the greater NFL fan base, of any narrative being attached to the way that the players play defense in this locker room, just in light of everything that's happened in the last few weeks?
No, I'm not concerned. We try not to focus on the outside noise. Like we know like what happened with disease and just today. So like I said, we wasn't trying to go out there and put targets on people and take people out the game. That's like I said, that's never our intentions.
Can you talk about? D'Amico said this week the key was to finish, that you guys were able to, especially in the red zone, go out and finish.
Sorry, but yeah, that's a big part of the game. Like we always preach, second half we got to finish. That was key. That was one of our keys to victories. Playing discipline for 4 quarters, because the second half we were struggling a little bit. So we was preaching that the whole week and trying to get it right.
Chippy out there today. What was it like getting back, and why did it get so heated out there?
They was mad. What Ramsey said, ask them. I don't know. I don't know why everybody want to try us, but it's not going to end your way that you want to try. But, I mean, that's part of the football game. It's a physical game. Sometimes people take it personal. I don't know why, but don't get bully balled.
D'Amico said he wanted to lean on the strengths of the team. What do you think is the strength of this defense and this team overall?
It starts with the D-line. I feel like, and then it just layers after that. From each level, it starts D-line, linebackers, corners. I feel like at times of the night, when we weren't there, they were there, and when they weren't there, we were there. So I mean, it goes hand in hand. And, that's how football operates when your team's hitting on good cylinders.
Why do you feel like they were trying you? You said they shouldn't try. Why do you feel like they were trying you?
I feel like everybody knows that we're the best D-line in the league, and I feel like they try to get their point across or try to take us out of the game or try to throw us off mentally, and it doesn't work. But that's what happens when you're the top unit in the league.
What was the mentality with Azeez Al-Shaair out, and then obviously losing Jalen Petrie, but still coming out there and feeling like y'all had that juice, that cohesiveness out there on the field?
Just stay together as one. Everybody that's out there deserves to be out there, belongs to be out there, and when your name's called, you step up. That's what Coach preaches, and that's what we go by.
What was your reaction to the hit on Grant Dubose out there when everyone was just out on the field for a long period of time, especially on the heels of the hit that your teammate had that led to a 3-game suspension?
We just want to play ball, man. We swarm, we get into the ball. Nobody's intentional. We just want to make plays. If you can't see that, then that's y'all. But we're not an intentional team. We just want to make plays, get the offense back on the field, and win.
Are you concerned about any sort of discipline on?
No. We don't have no intentional players. Nobody tries to hurt anybody. We just playing ball. If anybody got a comment about that, yeah, y'all weird.
Okay, and what about the history that the team also made today as far as just having the head coach and the quarterback be on the team, same team that takes the team to the division twice back-to-back?
It's an honor, I feel like stuff like that happens for a reason. You can't determine the future, but the past obviously comes up, and it's honorable to have stuff like that. And we got way more stuff to achieve throughout this season.
Overall, the job the defense did.
2-4, 2-1. That's all I gotta say. There's nothing else to say. 2-4, 2-1, and the rest of the guys on the defense, we all some members. We go out there, we play hard, we play physical, we play for each other, we play fast.
How good is Sting?
He the biggest. Literally, he the biggest. Best player I've seen in a long, long time. All pro Sting.
What have you learned from Sting over the course of this season?
I would say Sting don't talk to too many people. I get to talk to him a good bit. And it's just like he just be giving me little nuggets, like stuff that he learned over the years and just giving me games. So I just be trying to soak it up. And, I'm a savage too, so I go out there and play. And whenever he make a play, it turn me up. And whenever I make a play, it turn him up. We just feed off each other.
How much credit do you give to the front for kind of pushing Tua off the spot, setting you guys up to be able to intercept those footballs?
Man, that front, they some savages. That whole front seven, backers included, they all some savages, man. I know on the back end, I know if I just do my job or if I just, disrupt the timing a little bit, somebody will go get that quarterback. So it gives us a lot of confidence,
Kamari, when you came into this team being drafted, did you expect your rookie year to go the way that it's going now, especially with playing on the top 5 defense like this?
Man, I would say, I prayed for this since I was 5 years old. So, it's all just coming to fruition. I would say, growing up, there was a lot of stuff that, you had to go through to get to this point. But I would say, we worked for this, and I was just living out our dreams.
What does it mean to you knowing that Coach DeMeco Ryan said that you and Calen were the missing pieces to take this defense to the next level?
It means a lot. That's boss man. That's head coach, and just for him to, kind of say that, it means a lot. It's a credit to our work and how we come in every day and just put our head down and go to work, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
Kamari, has it kind of hit you yet that you're only a couple scenarios away from potentially clinching a playoff spot?
Man, I be in my own world so much that I haven't even thought about it. But that's the goal. We want to go in the playoffs. That's the goal, and then we want to go super far in the playoffs. We want to,
More the way this defense is working with pass rush and the pass coverage complementing each other. It's kind of the way you draw it up and you hope for it.
Man, I think X's and O's are cool, but you got to go out there and execute and play. So just knowing that I got some members right beside me, 10 other members that's ready to go at any moment. I gotta go. We gotta go crazy.
Having Christian Harris back, does that give you guys a boost to have his speed in the defense, Christian?
Man, C. Harris is one of the ones. Great to have him back, man. He's so fast, physical, and then he's a good leader as well. So just having him out there, knowing that he's out there flying around, swimming, it helps me.
Another SEC guy.
That's right.
I feel like, we see all the looks and stuff that they give us in practice throughout the week. So you're kind of prepared off of certain things where certain people are on the field. So you kind of just key yourself in before the play to what's going on, what have we seen in practice this week, and then you just kind of go from there. And then if there's any mishaps or miscues, and you just one play at a time, and you move on to the next, and then you get back to the sideline, as he said, and just kind of talk through it.
How do you feel like you guys did today, practicing Jay and just doing your job?
I feel like we had a solid game. I mean, I don't remember, you know, everything, you know, top to bottom. You know, I was just, you know, trying to, you know, do my job for, you know, the guys out there, you know, that I'm playing next to. You know, they trust me, so I was just trying to make sure that, you know, I'm doing my piece. You know, obviously there's a couple sacks there. You know, we obviously want to, you know, correct that and fix those. But other than that, I feel like we had a solid day.
How does that part feel that they do trust you? And this is the games. These are the games that count.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just a test to just the work I put in practice. You know, going up against Daniil, Will, you know, all the other guys that we have along the D line. Just the work that we put in. I think it's just the consistency. That's one of the biggest things for me that I've been trying to work on, is just my consistency. And I feel like I'm a talented player, and it's just trying to put it all together.
Like, how do you feel now? You are like being on that island now, because you didn't really get a lot of help. You know, you pretty well left you one-on-one today with them, just with all of. How do you feel overall? You know, without getting a lot of help, getting chipped and everything.
Yeah, I felt good. You know, like I said, it's just consistency. You know, just doing your job, doing everything. You know, I mean, it comes with it. You know, no help, being out on an island by yourself. You know, you're a tackle in the NFL. I mean, that's what your job is. That's what they expect you to do. So, I mean, yeah, I think that's about it.
I'm saying, you know, all you got to do is drop back just a little bit and give them some space to be able to go get that ball. You know, guys like that, our secondary is so amazing. They do such a great job. But I think it all starts throughout the week. They're catching balls throughout the week, throughout practice. So what they do in practice just shows up on Sundays.
4 takeaways today, but you said earlier in the week that, you know, you can't get caught up in the eye candy. You can't get caught up in all the pre-snap motion that they do. How were you all able to stay disciplined with that today?
You just got to be on the same page. I think the biggest part was communication and getting everybody on the same page and make sure that, you know, if we're bumping, we're bumping. If we're, you know, moving somewhere, that we're all on the same page. So I think everybody did such a great job of helping each other out, knowing the call and bumping. And I think we did a great job on that.
I asked D'Amico about this a little bit earlier. After the bowl situation, it sounded like y'all were a little bit deflated, and then it took y'all a couple of snaps just to sort of get your groove back, because it seemed like y'all got tentative out there. Was that the case of a couple of snaps after the bowls, after, you know, play started back up again?
I mean, I think we just try to keep a subtle where we don't get too high, we don't get too low.
Right.
So just trying to bring everybody back together was kind of the main thing, but I think we did a really good job of staying in one place.